today the subject will be, oh, awesome. Will be toxic positivity. I don't know if you already listened this topic. 1 second. Okay, so oh, now here we go. So guys, I will put here the questions for us, and then I will explain about TNT. Let me explain first, and then I put the question. So, welcome everyone in this August 14th, Father's Day. And yeah, about TNT, I don't know if someone is new here. Someone is your first time on TNT, just let me know, please. I think you know, right? So,
no, but my second time here.
Oh, congrats. I hope you enjoyed this TNT. So just to remind, TNT is a platform for conversation for all levels, beginning, intermediate, and advanced, you know. So it is not a class. Feel free to be yourself. You're not correcting anyone here. So we are here to make mistakes, you know, that's why we are learning when you make mistakes. And then so another thing about TNT, today if we don't have more people, I think you can be together here in the main room. But for you, Julio, just for if you have like a lot of people in the room, sometimes we split in small group, you know, just to be more good talk, you know, and you can train your speak better. So yeah, now we are on YouTube channel. So, and yeah, just feel free, be yourself, be respect with each others. And just to remind the last point, we have like a pro plan. You can make a class in group, you know, in a private, without YouTube if you wanna. So it is good to learn more about the grammar and then other steps. So let's start now. You put the questions here. Just let me copy again. 1 second. Please let me know if everyone can see the questions. It's okay?
Yes.
So I will start with our lady Bruna. Bruna, please introduce yourself for us.
Ladies first, yes.
Yeah.
Hi guys, nice to meet you. I think the only one I've never seen is Julio, so nice to meet you, Julio. I work here on Talk and Talk as a community manager and also as an English teacher. I live in São Paulo with my family. I love dancing. I'm really into samba and pagode. These are my favorite types of music. What else? I think that's it, guys. I don't know what else to say. That's it about me.
That's awesome. Thank you, Bruna. And you, Charles, introduce yourself for us, please.
Oh, of course. Thank you for choosing me. My name is Charles Lopes, 42 years old, married, 2 daughters. I was born in Brasilia, but living more than maybe 50 years here in one region called the Amazon Forest. I actually the number, Bruna, because I all the time more than 12 years, but I realized that I live here more than this, all right? It's an explanation for you because you know me in another meetings. I think that my profession is agriculture engineer. I work here as a satellite images analyst. I do surveillance in Amazon. And I think that's it. Thank you for sharing your time on Sunday. I think it's a good opportunity for us. And I only know this meeting the last week. So if I know before, I will attempt more early. But I think you will see my face here so many times. Yeah, that's it.
Good. Yeah, thank you, Charles, for sharing. And yeah, for now on, Sunday will be this our meeting points, So sometimes during the week it's difficult to us to organize our schedule. So Sunday we can talk, 1 hour to train our English. Thank you. And Julio, can you introduce yourself for us, please?
Of course. Good afternoon, guys. I'm Julio. I'm 36 years old, and I live here in São Paulo, a city next to São Paulo, 1 hour from São Paulo, called Suzano, you know. And I have a daughter. I'm married. My daughter is 5 years old, and I work as a sales manager in Brazil. And I work in a bank called PagSeguro, PagBank. It's very famous here. And I work in a startup called Work, a job platform, as a account executive, closer, you say. And my hobby is play guitar and eat barbecue. I love so much foods, different foods, and Japanese food, Italian food, the Brazilian, a feijoada, of course. And this is my life. I think that's it.
Yeah, I like your pitch. Very good. So thank you for introducing you for us. And you, Fernando, please.
Okay, very nice to meet you. It's my second time in TNT immersion. My name is Fernando. I'm 45 years old. I started on TNT in early July. I live in Linhares, Espírito Santo. I work as an engineer in oil and gas company. I think that's it.
That's awesome, Fernando. Thank you. I remember you last Sunday, right? Do you work in Petrobras? Yes, if I remember correctly. Very
Yes.
good. Thank you for your presence here with us. And so let's start with this topic. Just to let me know, have you heard this term before? Toxic positivity? Just make it with your hand if yes or no. So, more or less, okay. Just curious. So before we, let's go now for the question number 2 is basic, you are gonna start with Fernando. Please, what kinds of feelings do we have? And I just put to remind us the move Inside Out, in Portuguese is Divertidamente. It's an animation, not only for kids, no, I think a lot of adults like this movie. So it's just for, if you already watched it, just to help. But just, in your opinion, what kind of feelings do we have? Emotions?
Okay, I couldn't see the movie, but I think based on the question, I believe feelings are good or bad, positive or negative. I believe that's it.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I recommend the movie. It is very funny, so it is, the psychologists like this movie also. And you, Julio. You are muted. Julio?
Yes, can you
yeah.
hear me now?
Yeah, now I can. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't understand your question.
Yeah. So just to help, I will repeat, but I sent the questions in the chat, so sometimes it's help when you can read the question also. But I just ask you, what kind of feelings do we have? Emotions do you have?
When
What kinds? Like what types? Like happy,
in my life,
sad?
during my life,
No, not in general. Like in human beings, are created with some feelings. What kind of feelings do you think we have?
I often have good feelings about my life. And happiness is, I think that the happiness is most important for
I see.
us, and to be a positive every time, every day. Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Julia. Bruna, and you?
That's a tough one. Well, we have a lot, right? Um, like considering the movie, we have like anger.
Mhm.
Anger. I taught a class about it these days. Sadness, anger, happiness, um, nervousness. Uh, a lot of feelings, a lot. And just like the guy said, we have good and bad ones, and that's it. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Charles, I will ask you also the question number 3, and you can answer together the 2 and 3.
All right.
Why do people prefer separate good feelings and bad feelings? So you can repeat the question number 2 and 3, please.
All right. All right. I got well. I'm attempt meeting in TNT long time, so I guess I have a little bit the molejo. Sorry for
Very good.
this word in Portuguese,
No, no problem.
but I guess the list is too much extensive, like Bruna mentioned. But as you propose from the move, we can extract some, and I agree with this move. This feeling it's more often sad, angry, nervous, happiness, and it's more often, and we repeat more these feelings. But I think we have more complex feelings, and we don't use too often. And in my point of view, we try to separate the feelings because we are born for to do this, and maybe in our society we learn that we need to be strong all the time, and we need to separate and give more importance for the strong feelings. And I think this explains why we separate the positive and negative, and we are taught, I think it's bad, taught to focus only in the positive feelings. But one more time, I will use my opinion. I don't think have a positive and negative feelings. I think every feelings it's important for us. We need to learn with our bad feelings, aspas for this, and I think we need to enjoy the good feelings. I talk too much, John. I don't know. I don't have too much meeting with you because I don't remember you. Maybe sometimes we had a meeting together, but you can cut me because I talk a lot. Bruna
No worries.
already know. Yes,
Guys,
that's it.
thank you so much for your points. You bring some good points. I want to talk more, and that's a good moment to. I forgot to introduce myself, so I do this now. And then I comment your answer, guys. But yeah, I'm Johnny. I'm 26, and I'm from Osasco, São Paulo. And yeah, I'm electrical engineering. I work with electricity energy, electricity market, and as a structured training, And about TNT, I started on TNT as a participant on 2020, and then I make a work exchange, I work and travel for US, and then I started as a host last Sunday. So Charles, this time is new, so it'll be a pleasure to see you and here and in other meetings also. And I comment your questions. Yeah, I totally agree with you. Just to recap, I think the basic feelings is like happy, sad, mad. Sometimes we are mad or fearful, And another ones have like other complex, like as you said. And yeah, I like your answer because I think that's the point. The society, the general prefer people like to separate bad feelings and good feelings. But the truth is, we are created with these feelings, Like that's the point I wanna talk more later. We don't need to supersize some emotions like I'm sad. I can be sad. So no, sad not. No, sad is a part. Sometimes we are not happy. That's okay. So the point here, you talk later, but it's not like positive. It is bad. But the point is excessively positive sometimes can be damage for ourselves. So, but for now, and Charlie, just to finish, you don't talk too much because I asked for you 2 questions, so you explained very well. And feel free, don't worry about the time, Just and your comments was very nice. So let's go now for Bruna. In your opinion, why do people prefer separate good feelings and bad feelings?
Yeah, I think it's just because when we have some feelings like sadness or anger, when we are feeling these ways, we usually feel this way when we are facing a problem or something that is not nice happening with us. So these are feelings related to bad or sad moment. So I think this is the reason we usually separate these ways. But I agree with you when you said it's not a problem. I think we as adults, uh, a lot of us, we haven't learned at home how to name our feelings, and we don't know how to deal with them. So I think that's one of the reasons it's so hard to talk about feelings, because we are not taught to talk about it or to express our feelings too much. Like um, it's complicated, but I think that's why, because like bad feelings are usually related to moments we are anger or sad or when we are facing a problem.
Yeah, good point, Bruno, because I think especially for us men, we are not since as a child we are not created to talk about our feelings. I think in general woman is more easy in some groups, but yeah, sometimes for us it's difficult to distinguish some what are we feeling. So it's a mix here inside. But yeah, thank you for sharing. And Fernando, what is your opinion about the question number 3? Why do people prefer separate good feelings and bad feelings?
I think people have it separate everything. I think there is a tendency to, how can I say, binarize the society, rich and poor, left and right, progressive and Republican, and the other things, and that influences to need to say whether it is good or bad, being positive or negative. How can I say people have to separate everything?
I see. Yeah, I didn't think about that this way, but it's true. And yeah, thank you, Fernando, for sharing. In your opinion, Julio, why do people prefer separate good feelings like happy and bad things like sad, for example?
Yes, it's a hard question, philosophical question. You need to think in your mind. But I believe that people are not always good or bad, but we have to always preserve the best we have in our life. I think that it's a part of life to feel different feelings, whether good or bad. Uh, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, good point. Yeah, I think sometimes we can experiment some simultaneously these both
Yeah.
feelings, So yeah, it is interesting. So thank you, Julio, and let's move on for the question number 4. Charles, why does society in general force us to be positive all time? And how do you deal when you are not happy?
Johnny, I guess my previous answer throw light in this answer, and one more time, I think we are tough to show or to become a Superman or Superwoman. It's from my daughter. Right, and I think we was born in this society. Maybe I don't know around the world. Now you are from United States. I think here it's more hard than Brazil, in my point of view. And I think we are learned to become a superhero, and we need to be strong all the time. I think it's normal. We suffer pressure to be strong all the time. And how I deal with this? Oh,
Oh, sorry, I can't hear anymore. No.
Anymore, Charles?
Try to connect and disconnect your microphone.
Can you?
Now I can hear. Yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
So let me continue. I lost the step. Sorry. All right. It's my fault. I think we live in a capitalism society, and we are pressured. And I don't know how I handle with this, because I already tried to handle with this. I suffer the pressure, and I try to do my best and don't to be crazy with this pressure. But it's difficult to tell how I can handle, because I only try to keep away. And yes, I think I try to do my best.
Yeah.
But it's difficult.
Thank you, Charles, for sharing. And yeah, just to let you know, I'm not in the US in this moment. I'm in Brazil. I'm just this background. It is
all right. I understand wrong when you introduce yourself. Sorry for that.
Or maybe I was not clear, but yeah, no worries. But yeah, I think when you show your the superhero, I remember the TV series on Netflix, The Boys. I don't know if you already watched this series, and it is very good us to bring for this topic, because sometimes they the superhero are concerned about their image before the society. They want to be positive all time. Like only good things. And sometimes nowadays we can see this like on Instagram, on social media. The people only show positive things, no, show happy moments. But it's not that way. Like uh just to are you help pass the question for Julio, but just to clarify, also the second part of the question, when I mean how do you deal when you are not happy, uh like it's like when you are angry or sad, what do you do with this feeling? Like uh I don't know, sometimes in my case, if I feel I'll be angry with something, I can be isolated, to not hurt another person. So it is like it is, when I thought this question, I thought this way, but feel free to answer. So Julio, and thank you, Charles, again for your opinion. The question number 4: what does society in general force us to be positive all time? And how do you deal when you are not happy? Like I said before.
Yeah, I believe that the society and now the social media like Instagram force us to be perfect. Yeah, uh, as if sad moment does exist in this media, the social media. Um, and social media for me is a great place, but for relationship, but has lead us to kind of future of the happiness. Uh, I think that we need think about it. Uh, this culture, the happiness culture is in the social media. I think that social media force us to be happy every time. But we don't feeling happy every time. We have different feelings during the day, during the week, during the month. Um, ha- uh, um, uh, I don't know how to create this phrase, but uh, happen a lot of things during your life, good and bad, and you can manage this. This is the secret. This is the key. How do you manage this? I think that is the point in our life. This is it.
Nice. Thank you, Julio, for your opinion. Uh, Bruna, and for you.
Yeah, it was really nice what Julia said about social media. I think this is really something, and it's interesting because there are some social medias that are more used to share bad feelings, where like on Twitter, it's okay for you to share when you're not happy, but on Instagram, you always need to share that you're okay, and then we have this perspective. If on Instagram you share you are not okay, you want to force something, like this morning I had a fever and I was about to share a story like, I'm not feeling well, and I gave up on sharing it because I thought I would be forcing something, so on Twitter I shared, oh gosh, like I had a fever and everything and it was okay, but on Instagram it's not nice. So this is interesting, the effect of social media in these moments. And just to answer the other one, when I'm not happy, I like to listen to music. It's good because I have the support of my therapist, so I can wait for the next session to share with her how I'm feeling, or I try to talk to my friends. But I think nowadays I try not to keep the feeling to myself. Just like Johnny mentioned, I think I use it to be this way. Sometimes I'm still like this, I keep my feelings. I don't talk to anybody. I just stay quiet, but I'm trying to change it and to let it go, because I feel lighter, when I talk. That's it.
Very good, Bruna. It's a good one. Make therapies, like I made last year, and is very good for our mental health, and yeah, I really recommend. So yeah, thank you for sharing. And about you, Fernando, the question number 4.
I think the society people don't like to be around the negative people. They just support it for a while. For example, if you have some problem or fatality that happened in your life, and you keep talking about it for the time for a long period, people start to turn away from you. It's worth remembering that phrases from coaches such as "stay away from negative people" and are always published in the media. Productivity issues are attributed to people's positive or negative. When I think it not happy, I try not to show it, and I talk about this to real friends that I can help me. Well, I've heard a phrase that makes sense to me. When you have a problem and tell people, 50% won't even care, and the other will appreciate that you have problems. Because problems humanize people.
Very good, Fernando. Thank you for sharing. And yeah, when I'm not happy, like I try to, not always, but I think a good exercise it is like what I can do with this feeling. Like I'm angry. I don't want to hurt anyone. Like gatilhos, I don't know in English, but like it's a good way to us for us know us better, like because if you feel I'm feeling angry or mad in my work, my job, and you don't want to lose your mind, sometimes it's good when like, okay, I'm with this feeling, how can I treat this, and just one thing has in the science that a term like thought stopping. It is like a therapy technique. The psychology is a defense mechanism to supersise in your emotion, your feeling. It is the act of try to of thinking, not thinking about something. Sometimes make it. Let me rephrase. Like it's this thought stopping is when you try to force to stop something, but when you do this, sometimes you think more about this, like if I say don't think about the elephant pink, for example, your mind imagining an elephant thing. So when the people say, don't how can I say, if you're sad, don't be this way, but it's not easy, you need, if you are sad, you need, how can I lead with my sad, with my fearful, it is not easy to say, oh, don't be this way. This time, in general, the people say this, be positive, don't think this way, only good vibes. And I wanna because of our time, I wanna already move for the question number 7. I think it's very important. And I wanna start with Bruna. Do you know, or do you have what are the examples of toxic positivity? Like, if you know something, if you wanna share with us.
Yeah, you said, I think you mentioned one, like when you are sad, or when you are facing something, a hard moment, and then like people tell you, don't be this way, at least no, at least not, I just want to be sad because something is happening. This is terrible. Or when we have some, I don't know, like maybe a political situation, and things are going terrible, like and then, oh, like let's see this from the positive side. No, there isn't any, like people are being killed, like things like this, it's impossible to look it from the bright side. I think these are two. I'm trying to think of others here, but maybe just like Julia mentioned, on social media, we are always doing it like, oh, I don't know, like I am sad today, but at least I have a job. No,
Yeah.
like just accept the feelings. This is something true.
Yeah, I put some example phrase on question number 9, like as I said, like try to look on the bright side, no worries, it could be
Yeah.
much worse. So that's definitely some reason of toxic positivity. And just to before I ask you for Julio about this topic, I like to bring what is toxic positivity, basically it is when you try to only experience positive feelings, like in is to be clear, positive, it is not a bad thing, you be positive, it is important also, but not in excessive way, because you're trying to replace some feelings to reduce. For all in positive, you try to put your sad, your mad, oh no, be positive. So that's the idea of toxic positivity. You be this feeling you experience, you try to reduce all the statement for positivity, So, and Julio, I want to know, I want to hear about you, if you know some examples of toxic positivity, or even if you already have experienced some situation of toxic positivity. Yeah.
Situations positives
Yeah,
in
if
my
you
life.
if you have some examples of toxic positivity, or if you already like have some examples in your life, or I don't know if you already try to because sometimes we want we want to help another person, or the person want to help us, and somehow, in other words, sometimes we have good intentions, but we don't know how to say, and we only say we only say good talks positivity, So yeah, that's the idea. Feel free to comment.
Yeah, I have a lot of situations in my work because I have a lot of meetings during the day with the different people in different customers, and I have situations positive and bad situations, and I need to manage this situation to get more customers, of course, because I work here with sales, and the people always are rude with me
Mhm.
sometimes, because the customers every time wants something better, and in some cases we can't do this to we can't do the best. But when you I'm gonna give you a example. When you work in a startup, the product is not perfect. The product is building uh, in a startup, and the most people don't understand that we need to improve this product. Uh, so the people's are rude with us, you know, and we have a lot of situations that we need to be positive to sell something, because if you don't are I'm sorry, but you don't are positive in your mind, if you don't have a mindset positive, you have difficulties to sell,
Yeah, I see.
and you have managed this in your mind. It's difficult, so difficult, but you need to practice every day to be a positive. When you wake up, you need to think, oh, I'm gonna have a positive day, a positive situations. But if you're feeling bad, you can't sell something for the customers, to the customers.
Yeah.
This is my point.
Thank you, Julia. You bring a good point. Like in a professional experience, sometimes it is difficult. We especially in the days we are not good. We need be positive to sell something, to convince the other. And thank you for sharing your experience. And I want to know now about Charlie's. If you repair, if you see, I make it like a mix with the question number 7 and number 9.
All
So
right.
let me know about you. Feel free.
All right. No, I will. Thank you for choosing me before Julio, because I need to agree with him. And I think it's hard to admit, but I think I a little bit toxic positive. Yeah. Uh, who know me previous, like Bruna know, I read a lot of motivational videos, and I'm a too much positive guy. And maybe I had some. This subject was good for me because, like Bruna said, it's a therapy, and I can see or saw myself in this contest. All right. And like Julio mentioned, I face in my life hard things and hard situation, and I choose to face this problem with a positive way, and maybe this event build my behavior for toxic positive, and I need to pay attention with this. I already had about this topic, but not too deep. And I will confess you, I will study more, because I think I a little bit toxic positive. Yeah, but not because I want, but I was taught to become this, and the situation bring me for this side of the choose toxic positive, I guess. It's hard to admit here online in YouTube, but I think I'm a little bit. Yeah.
Charlie, thank you so much for your honest. And yeah, the idea this topic is to bring for our minds to be conscious about this, because yeah, as you said, sometimes we had good motivation, you know, to help the other, but sometimes only we need to say, yeah, oh, I understand you. I like to say something better, but sometimes we only need to listen. We need how to listen, how to, yeah. Thank you so much. And I want to know now about you, Fernando. Uh, what's your opinion about this? You have some examples?
Okay. I think the self-help self-help books and excessive belief, not in doing the right thing, and asking God to intercede. God does his part, but we need to do his part too. The other example, people when people encourage the others to achieve impossible goals, and I think it's and about 90 question.
Mhm.
When someone is fired or in a relationship
No?
broken, lose a relative,
Mhm.
has an accident, usually in this situation, I listen to the person, next to then live and try to say the most appropriate thing to comfort them or make them feel better, and like look the bright side, and no worries, uh, like this words.
Yeah, thank you, Fernando, for sharing. Yeah, thank you guys for sharing your answers. I like see some another points of view, you know. And yeah, just to Charles, to let you know, if you put on YouTube later some like talks positivity, you're gonna find some TED talks very good about this topic, you know. And yeah, I think we can now move for the last question, the question number 10. But before we move for this question, I wanna like just say something about the how talks positive affect you, like some examples to help us to break this tendency, you know. Like sometimes we feel guilt when you experience negative feelings. That's why talks positive sometimes affect us. We don't need to feel guilty only because you are sad, you are mad, you know. You are created with this feeling, so it's normal, you know. Don't be guilt because you're these negative emotions. And yeah, sometimes we admire some people like coaching. They always they strong belief, the people always is positive. It is not normal we admire only this kind of people, no, because it is impossible for human be positive all the time, every moment, especially when Fernando brings some examples about bad situations. Sometimes it is not good for the other person. Don't wanna example, if you have a bad day, you know, your car broken, I don't know, something bad things happen in your day. Imagine if someone arrived in you, oh, no worry. This happened with me. One day, one friend of mine said, oh, my cell phone was stolen, and I said try to help. Everything happens for a reason, you know. I try to help the person, but it is not a good answer for the other person to listen. The person was sad because cell phone is stolen, and said, no, everything's happens for a reason, no worries. No, sometimes don't have good thing, don't have good things in this, you know. So yeah, just to, and now I want to listen about you guys. The last question, uh Charles, let me know, how do you break through this tendency to use excessive positive with either with yourself or with others? Do you have some idea?
Oh, I will learn with others how I can break this. But let me add something more. My wife teach me a lot how I improve my. Let me try my. Oh, I forgot the name. Charisma side.
Mhm.
And I try become better in this way. But I would like to know or to tell this phrase. It could be much worse. It's my phrase because I use a lot. All
I
right,
see.
for everything. And the example that you use, it's it's like I do all the time. Right? Unfortunately,
I
like I
see.
said, I'm a toxic positive guy. Yeah, but my wife helped me a lot, and
Mhm.
she helped me keep the foot in the ground, and
Mhm.
I improved a lot. I think I was worse than today. Yes,
Yeah, I think
she
Charlie,
don't listen now, but yes, she helped me a lot.
I think for now on, not only you but me also, you pay attention more about this situation when we can sometimes be toxic, you know. But yeah, thanks
Yeah,
for sharing.
all
And
right.
you, Julio, how about you? How do you break this tendency, you know, to be excessively positive sometimes when we don't need to be positive?
How? Uh, what is
Yeah, in your
the
opinion,
question?
uh, how we can break this tendency, like to, sometimes we are positive, like exactly positive in some situation, or we can be, oh hi. So I don't know if you be clear the question for you.
This tendency. How can I break this tendency to be
Yeah,
a toxic man?
yeah.
I don't know, but I prefer to be a positive guy every
Hmm.
time. But yes, I can't be a positive guy every time. But I prefer making this the different things in my weekend to be more positive and to break this tendency to be toxic. But the gossip is a bad bad way to be a toxic person. But gossip is very good. If you imagine that the most people like a little gossip and understand about other people's the social media, you can be a gossip
Hmm.
guy or gossip girl. uh, it's a very interesting point, but you need to uh, how can I say, you need to learn with the peoples, the best of the peoples. When you talk with intelligent and smart people, you get more confident and you get more information. Um, this is a way to be more positive and to be more smart. And I think that in my case, this is the point.
Mhm. Okay, thank you, Julio. And Fernando, how about you?
As an engineer, I try to use logic and analyze facts, data and probabilities, and try to see or show reality, to try identify this tendency if it's positive or negative. Okay.
So very good. And Bruna, very quickly, do you want to share with us?
I think just accepting that it's okay to have this bad moments and to understand we don't need to be happy all the time, and we need to embrace this bad emotions, and it's part of the process. I think there will always be ups and downs in our lives, so it's important to understand we don't have to be happy every day, and sometimes there isn't any bright sides, like sometimes there are only negative things, and it's okay, like it doesn't mean we are giving up on things, it's just that we need to work and like try to change it, but it's important to know that sometimes there isn't any bright side and we can't invent any, because there isn't.
Mhm.
That's it.
So thank you, guys. 6 o'clock, we are in the end of your meeting. And only one thing I would like to remind, I sent the link to the survey. So please let me know what do you think about this topic and about this class. Feel free. You don't need to be positive, if you don't like, be yourself. The survey, it is anonymous, so don't worry about your identity will be secret. Just put a honest note for us. This way we can improve more and more. And yeah, just thank you all for your time in this Father's Day. Enjoy your rest of your weekend. And yeah, have a great rest of Sunday. And bye-bye, guys. Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.